Hi students, a happy morning to you all. Last class we have dealt with reporter speech. Today's session deals with a beautiful poem by Edwin Moyer, a Scottish poet. The name of the poem is The Castle. First of all, what is a castle? This is a poem. We should not say poem, poem. But anyway, we can say poem. A poem means really enjoyable. Before going to have the narration, we must know about the meaning of a castle. What is a castle? Castle means fort, kotai. What thoughts will come to your mind when you think of a castle? Moat, agali, huge buildings, weapons, ஆயுதங்கள். Moat means agali because they will dig out large channel and fill up water and keep the crocodiles to avoid the enemies' free entry. So enemies could not enter the fort. Around the walls of the fort they used to have this moat, agali. So moat, then weapons, ஆயுதங்கள், போர் ஆயுதங்கள், soldiers, kings, captains, cannon, that is பீரங்கி, emperor, king, so on. Before going to have the narration, now how this poet, he employed the figures of speech and also vivid. That is, the style is so clear, very easily understandable. So all this we are going to enjoy along with the narration. Have you ever visited the forts and castles? Can you tell me some names of the forts in India? Yes, let us have. Yes, Fort St. George. Where is it? It is in Chennai. Jinji Fort. In Tamil, Senjik Kotai. They used to say Senjik Kotai. Jinji Fort in Jinji. Golconda Fort in Hyderabad. Red Fort in New Delhi. Here in the southern area, Panjalam Kurchi Fort, very famous fort. In Dindigal, the Tipu Sultan Fort. So many forts we have. So in the past also, in the ancient times also, the war was very, that is the battles and the wars were very familiar. So they used weapons. The captains used to lead the army along with the other soldiers and armed forces, and three types of forces they had. So everything we have heard and studied in the previous years. So here it is given 4 names: Fort St. George, Jinji Fort, Golconda Fort, and Red Fort. Next, about the author. Edwin Moyer was a renowned Scottish poet. His period was 1887 to 1959. He was a famous, renowned means famous, Scottish poet, novelist, translator, and critic. He was remembered for his vivid poetry. He began writing poetry at a relatively old age, and over the course of several years worked out an individual philosophical style for which he gained recognition later in his life. First poems and chorus of The Newly Dead contain Moyer's initial attempts. Moyer's later collections include variations on a time theme, The Narrow Place, The Voyage and Other Poems, The Labyrinth, and One Foot in Eden. So along with the poet, and the narrator, who was one of the soldiers lodged inside the fort. Let's enjoy the poem. Let's learn the hard words in the glossary and their meaning. The first word, turret wall, a small tower on top of a castle. Mowers, people who trim grass and level the lawns. Provender, food. Provender, food. Towering battlements, tall towers with openings to shoot the enemies. Tier, tier, one above the other, one above the other. Friendly allies, helpful or supporting nations or armed forces. Foothold, advantageous position. Advantageous position. When we stand, we must have a very comfortable and advantageous position, then only we can stand. One above the other. It's given, no? That's why advantageous position, foothold, advantageous position. Quick, here it means alive. Alive, quick, alive. Bait, something intended to entice someone to do something. As a bribe, something intended to entice someone to do something. Wicked, evil or morally wrong. Evil or morally wrong. Wicket gate, wicket gate, small gate, a small gate. Wizened warder, an aged or old god. There is gatekeeper, old gatekeeper. Maze, a winding, intricate, confusing path. Treacherous, disloyal. Groan, lament, cry. Citadel, a safe and strong fort. Overthrown, conquered, defeated. Maintain, believe. Maintain, believe. All through the summer at east we lay, and daily from the turret wall we watched the mowers in the hay and the enemy half a mile away. They seemed no threat to us at all. For what we thought had we to fear, with our arms and provender, load on load, our towering battlements, tier on tier, and friendly allies drawing near on every leafy summer road. Third stanza, our gates were strong, our walls were thick, so smooth and high, no man could win. A foothold there, no clever trick could take us dead or quick. Only a bird could have got in. Fourth stanza, what could they offer us for bait? Our captain was brave and we were true. There was a little private gate, the little wicket gate. The wizened warder led them through. Fifth stanza, oh, then our maze of tunneled stone grew thin and treacherous as air. The cause was lost without a groan. The famous citadel overthrown, and all its secret galleries bare. Last one, how can this shameful tale be told? I will maintain until my death. We could do nothing being sold. Our only enemy was gold, and we had no arms to fight it with. Let us pass on to line by line explanation. Here, the narrator is one of the soldiers who are lodging inside the fort. The first line, All through that summer at ease we lay. Throughout the summer season, the soldiers are very happy and enjoying the summer season. They are very, very happy. And daily from the turret wall. What is a turret wall? So there is a fort, and it has the walls are very high and very smooth and strong. But top of that, they have the small towers with proper interval they have. In that tower, there will be an opening. There will be an opening. From there they can watch the enemies, whether they are coming. They can watch not only enemies, whatever is happening outside, they can watch very easily. We watched the mowers in the hay. Mowers means the people, those who are using that machine, that is leveling of the grass. So leveling the, that is lawn. So lawn means pachai pulvali. So the hay means the dried grass. The grass will be green in color. This is a dried one, that is vaikol. So காய்ந்து போன புற்கள், pull. So we watched the mowers in the hay. So the people, those who are using the mowers, they are leveling the grass. So they are removing the hay. They are removing the dried grass and leveling the lawn. And the enemy half a mile away. So all we can, if they are near us, means we will definitely have some menace, threat to us. Threat or menace means that is achuruthal, threatening us. And now the enemies, they are half a mile away from the soldiers, from the fort, from the castle. So they are not near us. They stayed in the tent, and they are half a mile away from them. They seem no threat to us at all. If they are near and if they are approaching so fast, then only these people, the soldiers, those who are inside, should have any fear because of the approach, the fast approaching of the enemies. But what happens here? They are all very, very happy. Why? The enemies seemed no threat to the soldiers, those who are inside, because they are half a mile away from them. For what we thought had we to fear? So why should unnecessarily they have to fear? There is no need for that. We need not fear. We need not have a threat of the enemies, because they are half a mile away from them. With our arms and provender, load on load. With our arms and provender, load on load. So the food is, they have more than enough food in stock they have. So more and more, பொதியாக படைக்கலங்கள் and உணவு பொருட்கள். So both in this they are mentioning about the arms, the weapons. So with our weapons and provender means food. The food is more than enough for them, load on load. The arms also, plenty of arms they have. So they need not worry about or fear about the enemies. Then our towering battlements, tier on tier. So one above the other in layer. So they have the battlements, towering battlements. That's what I told you, that is top of the wall. They have with proper interval towers. So towers are there. Then the openings will be there. So from there they can watch the enemies and they can attack the enemies. That's why we can say we are Cobra Kottalangal. Kottalangal only battle means. Battlements. Because they can attack from there. So on the top, they all standing one above the other and watching. And also from there they can see and watch The enemies, if they see the enemies are coming, then they can attack them. So they are towering battlements. Their battlements were on the towers. So our towering battlements tear and tear, and friendly allies drawing near. And friendly allies drawing near. The friendly allies means usually friends. Here the supporting nations, the people, the nation which are actually helpful. They want to help the soldiers, those who are inside. They are only friendly allies. The supporting nations are also, they are coming near. They are drawing near. So they are all nearing us. The next line, on every leafy summer road. On the summer season, all the leaves, dried leaves are on the road. On every leafy summer road, on the roads, on every road. So we can see the leaves. That's why leafy summer road. The roads are full of leaves. The dried leaves are there. Our gates were strong, our walls were thick. That's what I told you previously. I explained the walls of the castle. The fort was very thick and strong. So smooth and high, no man could win. So smooth. Why they mention this word smooth? Smooth means here no one can climb easily. It will be slippery. They may fall down. That's why so smooth and very high, very difficult to climb. No man could win. No man could capture them. They cannot play any trick, and they cannot catch, and they cannot win these soldiers. That's what here means, because the walls are so high and also so slippery smooth, no man could win them. A foothold there, no clever trick. So inside, proper foothold is there over around the fort. They can watch the enemies and they can rest properly. And we can say, we cannot without any foothold stand, no. Here also they have proper foothold. Over that, one above the other, they stand properly, and no one can play any trick. No one can cheat, and they could win. So that's what here mentioned. Could take us, have us, dead or quick. Here quick means alive. Either the soldiers, when they are defeated, they can take them dead, or they can take them, they can arrest them alive. Here they could take us, have us dead or quick. No one can play any trick, and they cannot take them as dead or alive. They cannot capture the soldiers as dead or alive. Only a bird could have got in. Which can go inside? Only a bird. It can fly inside, it could go inside. So what could they offer us for bait? Already bait means, that is bribing. When we go for fishing, the people, those who are catching fish, will attach the worm. The worm only is called bait. So something is given to achieve something, to get something. That is making others to do something. So here also, அதாவது ஆசையூட்டி மாட்ட வைக்கிறது, சிக்க வைக்கிறது. So here also they offer us. What could they offer us for bait? They cannot give anything to us as bait. So our captain, he was brave and we were true. Our captain was brave and we were true. The soldiers were very true and loyal and honest. The captain was very brave. There was a little private gate, that is a small gate. So that we can see even in the entrance, the jail, we can easily watch. A big gate will be there and a small gate will be there. That is only private gate. So there was a little private gate, a little wicket gate. That's what wicked means, the bad one it means. Because it is the main reason for the fall, it's going to be. That's why a little wicket. Wicket is the small gate. Wicket gate means small gate. In that gate, only one person can go inside. We can watch in the jail, the big gate will be there and the small gate will be there. That small gate only is called wicket. Through that, only one person can go inside. They will allow one by one. So that is the wicket gate. Then wizened water let them through. The wizened water let them through. So the water actually was an old man, wrinkled, means that wrinkles showed that he was very old. Water means the god, the watchman. So the wizened water let them through. So that he was the culprit there. He got the bait. He got bribe. He got the bribe and this water led them through on, then our maze of tunneled stone. So what about the tunneled suranga padai? Suranga vali padaigal. In rock, that is the stones they made. It is the tunneled stone. It was looking like maze. So it was very difficult to find out the way. So that is why it is compared to a maze. Maze means the small children will play, where is the entrance. Even we used to find out the way to, that is the entrance and the exit. So both we want to find out. That is very difficult. Here also it is the tunneled stone, that is புதிரான சுரங்கவழி பாறைகள், and very difficult. சிக்கலானவை, very easy to ரொம்ப when we want to find out the way means it won't be very easy to find the exit. So when we enter, we will find difficult to come out. So that is what it is meant here. So then our maze of tunneled stone grew thin and treacherous as air. So what? Very strong one, very triplicate, that is very difficult to find the way. So that is the tunneled stone position. But now it has become, that strong one and very difficult one has become very thin and treacherous like air. It has become thin and treacherous, and it has grew thin means it has become very thin, and it is treacherous means a traitor, means who is not loyal, who is not honest to the country, who is not patriot. So the treacherous act here we have in this poem. That's why grew thin and treacherous as air. So they have become traitors now. The cause was lost without a groan. So very easily, without war, without lamenting, without புலம்புறது, lamentation புலம்புறது. ஐயோ தோத்துட்டமே, we fell down, we were captured, we were defeated. So during the war, it happened. But here what happened? There was no lamenting and also no cry. But without that, they were defeated. The cause was lost. What is the cause? To win, to get victory. So the cause was lost without a groan. Groan means because of the pain we used to cry, that is groaning. The famous citadel overthrown. Citadel means the fortress, the fort, the castle. The famous citadel now was overthrown. It was very protective one, very strong one. The walls are very high and smooth. No one can easily enter except a bird. So such a strong one now, that citadel was overthrown. And all its secret galleries bare. Inside they have entrance, that galleries means Nulai Madangal, it is given, a very secret one, and also they kept all precious things there. Now it was empty. The galleries were bare, nothing was there. Was all the precious things were taken by the emptied by the enemies. How can this shameful tale be told? So, according to the soldier, it was a shameful story. So, I won't tell this. How can I tell this to anyone? I will maintain until my death. Until my death, I won't tell this shameful tale to anyone. I will maintain it. I will keep it a secret. I will maintain this until my death. Who could do nothing being sold? We could do nothing being sold because we were helpless. They were not able to do anything, but they were easily sold. So they were sold for something, and they were not able to do anything. They were very helpless. Our only enemy was gold. The real enemy was gold, not the opposite countries, that army or anything. Only our enemy was gold, because that was the bait, and we had no arms to fight it with because of the greediness of the Visand warder. He got the bribe. He was easily captured. We were easily captured by the greediness of the Visand warder. He got gold as the bribe, and he let the enemies inside. And we had no arms to fight with this real enemy, that is gold. We had no weapons. We had the strong, already plenty of arms and ammunitions they had, plenty of food they have, very strong and high walls they have. Even then, we could not fight with this enemy, that is gold. So the soldier felt very shameful, and also he planned to maintain that secret until his death. This was the line by line explanation. We can see in each stanza also what will be given. The gist of each stanza. The first stanza says, the stand of the enemies is in no way a threat to the soldiers in and off the castle. So this stanza expresses the confidence of the soldiers. Their surrounding fortress protects them. Their surrounding fortress protects them. Stanza 2. In this stanza, the narrator promises that nothing which was dangerous could touch them. All threats to the castle as well as the soldiers are seen insignificant. Therefore, this castle has been surrounded by pleasantries of spring and nature. Third stanza, the gist we have found here. This stanza causes out why the soldiers do not need to worry about the threats around them. No soldier would lose his life, as the fortress is thick, high. Only the birds can stealthily enter this. Thus, this stanza causes out why the soldiers do not need to worry about the threats around them. Stanza 4 says, it ends with the beginning of the castle's overtaking, since the Visand warder, the wicked gatekeeper, showed the enemy the way to invade the fortress through the wicked gate, small gate. Thus the Betrayal has happened from inside only. Thus, the outside forces blinded the inhabitants inside. In this stanza, the betrayal has happened from inside only. Thus, the outside forces blinded the inhabitants inside. Stanza 5. The invasion has been completed peacefully. There is no lament or cry inside the castle. The celebrated castle has been invaded and looted of all golden things. So the galleries have become empty without the previous richness. Now the castle is ineffectual and problematic. The last one, the narrator from inside the castle feels the shamefulness of the castle being captured. The narrator from inside the castle feels the shamefulness of the castle being captured. He hesitates the readers of how to tell that shameful tale to others. He wants the truth to be untold till his death because he wants to keep it as a secret. He did not want to disclose the matter because it was a treacherous act. All the soldiers have surrendered themselves to the enemies. No tough fight has been there. They have been sold to the enemies without any real war, without the use of the armed weapons. The weapons are not used in the war. The real war didn't take place. Thus, finally, the so-called brave fighters are now armless. The walls once protected them has now become an obstacle preventing the soldiers from fleeing. They want to escape, they cannot go out now. They are the obstacles. They are preventing them. Once they protected, now they are the obstacles. Thadai. Thus, the end of this poem had become an irony. Here are some rhyming words. Lay, hay, wall, all, fear, tear, load, road, thick, quick, win, in, bait, gate, true, through, stone, grown, air, bear, told, sold, death, wit, lay, hay, wall, all, fear, tear, load, road, thick, quick, win, in, bait, gate, true, through, stone, grown, air, bear, told, sold, death, with. When we know about the rhyming words, then only we can find out the rhyming building or rhyming scheme. What is alliteration in a poem? In a poem, what is alliteration? What is alliteration means? It is the repetition of the same letter sound. The repetition of the same letter sound. We can see in a line the repetition of the letter coming so many times, follows many times in the same line. Alliteration is the repetition of the same letter sound across the start of several words in a line of text. In alliteration, The words should flow in quick succession. It follows one after another. So, in this given exercise, let us find out in the first one, with our arms and provender, load on load. With our arms and provender, load on load. The last one, load on load. L, first letter is in the load L. Second also load, L and L. Both L's are there. The L sound is, the letter L is the first letter in that word. Second B, a little wicked gate. A little wicked gate. This wicked is bad character. Next one is wicked, that is small gate. Here also starts with W and W. The letter W in wicked, and wicked also the first letter is W. C, the vision warder led them through. The vision warder led them through. Vision warder, first letter vision, the first letter is W. Warder also, it starts with W. So, vision warder, alliterated words. First one, load on load, starts with L. Second one, wicked, starts with, in both the words, W. The third also starts with W, letter W. Question is, identify the figure of speech used in the following lines. A little wicked gate. A little wicked gate. It is personification. Personification. Personification means a human character is compared to the things or any something. So here the wickedness is the quality of a person, human being. Now here it is compared to the gate. Wicked, that is small gate. Wicked gate means small gate. That's why the little wicked gate, it is personification. ஒரு மனிதனுக்குரிய தன்மையை மனிதன் அல்லாத ஒரு பொருளோடு சேர்ந்து ஒப்பிட்டு சொல்லுதல். That is wicked. B, oh then our maze of tunneled stone. Oh then our maze of tunneled stone. This is metaphor. Metaphor means the maze. The maze is finding out. Pudir Madri, there may be your path, the way we have to find out. The entrance will be given. The exit we have to find out. The small children, even others also will play that. So just like maze, many confused path may be there. So here also the tunneled stone. Tunnel means that Surangapadai. Valanji, confusing. It is confusing. So like a maze. Like a maze. Uruvagapadthi solradhu. Metaphor. Uruvagapadthuranga. Idu இந்த tunneled path எதை போல இருக்கு? It is like a maze. Maze of tunneled stone. It is metaphor. First one, the character of a human being or a person is actually compared to something. Here, it is also comparison, just like a comparison only, but it is compared to a maze. The tunneled stone is compared to a maze. Third one, grew thin and treacherous as strong. Grew thin and treacherous as strong. The walls are very strong, high and smooth, very strong one. But all this became very thin and also like treacherous like air. When we use like and as, then it is simile. Just comparison. So just like air, all the strong, these are all very thin and treacherous. It treated us treacherous. So the walls of the fort also grew thin like air, as air. That is simile. How can this shameful tale be told? D. How can this shameful tale be told? Again, personification. Shameful act the human beings only will perform, act, do. Here the tale. Tale is shameful, not a person. That's why shameful tale, personification. Our only enemy was gold. Usually the enemy will be some persons. The soldiers. In a war means soldiers. In daily life means there may be some single person or group of persons, anybody. But here the gold was considered as enemy. Here also personification. First one, personification. Second one, metaphor. Third one, simile. Fourth one, personification. Fifth one, E also personification. What is an allegory? An allegory is a complete narrative that involves characters and events that stand for an abstract idea or event. In other words, a story, poem, or picture. A story, poem, or picture that can be interpreted to reveal a hidden meaning, typically a moral or political one. A story, poem, or picture that can be interpreted, translated to reveal, or explained to reveal a hidden meaning, typically a moral or. The Castle is doubtless an allegorical poem. The outward strength of the castle is matchless. The strong walls, high walls, smooth walls. The outward strength of the castle is matchless. It is fortified well. It has brave soldiers and large quantity of arms are stockpiled. The castle houses well-stocked granary also, but the castle also conceals the ingredients of personal downfall within. The castle also conceals the ingredients of personal downfall within. If a person does not look within, their doom may be unstoppable. If a person does not look within, their doom may be unstoppable. It's very difficult to protect oneself against greed, particularly the love of gold, instilled deep in the psyche of human beings. People say everything is fair in love and war. People resort to anything to win in a war. People will find out any way. That's why people resort. They will find out, search some way. People resort to anything to win in a war. Gandhiji said, the end never justifies the means. Gandhiji said, the end never justifies the means. The means, the way to get the victory. No one will talk about that, worry about that. But the end is the success and victory. The end never justifies the means. How we got the victory, the means they won't worry at all. But in times of war, people stoop down to any betrayal to win. Thus, the castle is an allegorical poem. In times of war, people stoop down to any betrayal to win. Thus, the castle is an allegorical poem. Let us discuss about the rhyming scheme the poet employed in this poem. In the first stanza, not only in the first stanza, in all six stanzas, the poet followed A, B, A, B rhyming scheme he used in the poem. Let us have an example here. Let us start with the first stanza. All through that summer at ease we lay, and daily from the turret wall we watched the movers in the hay, and the enemy half a mile away. They seemed no threat to us at all. Here it ends with first line lay, then wall, hay, away, at all. So first one A, second one B, hay, away. Again A, the last one all. Wall, all, lay, hay, away. A, B. Let us go to the last one. Even you can take the third stanza. Our gates were strong, our walls were thick, so smooth and high, no man could win. A foothold there, no clever trick could take us dead or quick. Only a bird could have got in. It ends with, in this third stanza, first line ends with thick, second line win, third trick, fourth line also ends with quick, and the fifth line ends with in. So that's why thick, trick, quick, A. So first line A, second one win, and last one in. So A, B. Then the last stanza, how can this shameful tale be told? I will maintain until my death. We could do nothing being sold. Our only enemy was gold, as we had no arms to fight it with. It starts with, the first line ends with told, and also the last line, first line told, third line sold, fourth line gold. That is A. Third line also A. Fourth line also A. Second line ends with death. Fifth line ends with wit. So, death, wit, told, sold, gold. So, A, B.